Alrighty, boys and girls, we're already halfway through Chapter 7. Time for another test and time for a test review. Okay, give it a shot. Press play when you're ready. Alrighty, acute, greater than 0, less than 90. Obtuse, greater than 90, less than 180. Aright, 90 degrees, and you can tell also by that box. And straight, 180 degrees. Next up, name that angle 4 ways. Press play when you're ready. Alrighty. Angle ABC, angle CBA. Notice the vertex is in the center for both. You can call it by the vertex or the name of the angle. Make sure that you have the angle symbol. If you do not have the angle symbol on the test, I will mark it wrong. Alrighty, name those pairs and press play when you're ready. Alrighty, remember, vertical angles are formed by 2 intersecting lines. They're opposite angles. And adjacent angles have a common side and vertex. If you need more help on this, check out Chapter 7, Section 1. Alrighty. Solve for x in each one of these. Press play when you're ready. Okay, so remember, vertical angles are congruent, so 2x is going to equal 80. Here I have a straight line which equals 180 degrees, so the two parts, when I add them together, they equal 180, so 15x plus 15 is 180. And here I have a right angle which is 90 degrees. The two parts of this 90 degree angle, when added together, equal 90 degrees. Now let's solve. Okay, how'd you do? If you still need help on this, check out the video on Chapter 7, Section 2. Okay, identify each set of angles, complementary, supplementary, or neither. Remember, go by the number or symbol in the angle, not necessarily the picture, in case your test maker is a bad artist. Alrighty, well the first pair adds up to 180, so that's going to be supplementary. The next pair adds up to 180, that's also going to be supplementary. The next pair adds up to 90, that's complementary. The next pair adds up to 180, so it's neither. We'll take a look. How many angles do we have? 1, 2, 3. And remember, the definition for complementary and supplementary angles: 2 angles that add up to 90 degrees or 2 angles that add up to 180. No more than 2. That's why this one's neither. Right here, 2 angles add up to 185. It's also neither. It's not adding up to 180, not supplementary, not adding up to 90, not complementary. Okay, solve for x if the angles are supplementary, or if in number 2, they're complementary. Remember, supplementary angles add up to 180 degrees, complementary angles, 2 angles that add up to 90. So, we get the following equations. Now, let's solve them. Okay, next up, angles A and B are complementary angles. Solve for x if the measure of angle A is 50 and the measure of angle B is 4x. Remember, complementary angles add up to how many degrees? 90. Okay, press play when you're ready. Okay, so now try to classify each triangle by angle and by sides. Press play when you're ready. Alrighty. Acute triangles. All angles are acute. A right triangle, it has a right angle. Obtuse triangle has an obtuse angle. All sides here are congruent, so this one's equilateral. 2 sides are congruent, isosceles. All 3 sides are different? Scalene. If you have trouble with that one, check out my video on Chapter 7, Section 3. Next up, solve for x in each of these triangles. Okay, the key thing to remember for these is that in any triangle, the sum of the interior angles always adds up to 180 degrees. Let's use that to write some equations and solve for x. Alright, boys and girls, and there you have it. If you were able to do all these problems, you should be in great shape for the test. If not, check out my other videos for 7.1, 7.2, and 7.3.